Hey guys, we're going to break down the dumbbell squat thrust. This is a loaded variation of our squat thrust, so make sure that the points of performance are the way that they should be, and also determine if this is the appropriate intensity for you. If not, I'm going to give you a couple of options and see what we can figure out. So if you've never done a squat thrust before, then I suggest that you start there. But if you are advanced enough to where you've done a few reps, you might be able to load here. All you're doing with the dumbbells is the same thing that you would do with the squat thrust, is put them in a position to where when you kick back, you're going to be in that push-up position. You're going to come back up and stand tall. Now, depending on the mechanics, you will either go with a narrow base or a wide base. Some of our clients have longer limbs and it's harder for them to get into this position without tilting over. For some, it's just easier to go in between here and kick back. So you have to kind of play around with the mechanics that you have and see what feels comfortable for you. If anything bites your knees, lower back, things like that, let's consider either unloading the movement or figuring out a different position for you. Maybe do some mobility drills on your ankles and hips. So if this does feel pretty good and you think that, that you're ready for it, but the intensity is a little too much, on the way up you're gassing a little bit, you're not getting the reps as efficiently as you should, the next option is to shorten the distance between the floor and the dumbbells. And you would do that by using a bench. Now this is our bench top here. I've got a couple of risers and it's going to look like this. Same technique. You're going to position the dumbbells under your shoulders, kick back, and right back up. Notice how I spring right back up. Not sitting in that position too long. I'm taking advantage of the recoil of my glutes. So make sure that you're popping up out of that. If you're struggling, you can do a step back. However, I think that at that point you should probably just opt for the modified squat thrust without the weights. That way you're getting a little more intensity out of it. So remember, make sure that all your points of performance are the way that they should be. You should either go narrow base, wide base, depending on your mechanics and how things feel. Make sure that you're positioning those dumbbells under your shoulders in that push-up position, and make sure you shorten the distance if you need to lower that intensity, but still get the benefit of loading that movement. If any of this is still too much for you, remember, you can always do the modified squat thrust, the regular squat thrust, whatever you're feeling that day. If you're feeling too fatigued for some of this stuff, always scale it back. That way you can keep moving through the workout.